Hey, community transition students, welcome to week 3. So remember that I make these videos so that you can take a look at them anytime throughout the week as you're working from Wednesday to Wednesday. Today's lesson starts today, which is September 16th, Wednesday, and it goes until next Wednesday, September 23rd, okay? So I want you to watch this, rewatch it as many times as you need for the direct instruction of the video. So the very first thing you're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen when I get to it, is, I should have had this popped up. You're going to always go to my website. Yeah, you're always going to go to my website and take a look at the agenda for the week. Okay, and remember that the agenda, real quick, I'm going to make sure I have the right screen up in case that whole time you didn't just see the Zoom screen. Okay, so here I am at my teacher website. You're always going to go to community transitions 18 to 21 years old because that is where you are. And you're going to take a look right here. Agenda week 3. All right. So we open that up and here you have what you're going to need. Just entry task like we've been doing for the past 2 weeks. You're going to see the standard. This one's kind of a written standard. Literacy. We're working on literacy. And then learning target is I can advocate for my needs by writing a formal email. So again, we're talking about self-advocacy, okay? And part of being an advocate for yourself in remote learning times means that you are going to have to write emails. Now, I've gotten emails from some of you, and I know that your teachers have gotten emails from some of you, and we need some improvement. There is a formality to be able to write good emails in order to get what you need across, okay? So you got to be thinking along with grammar and spelling and things like that. You have to be thinking about what are you actually saying? Who are you actually addressing? So this is what this week's topic is all about, okay? So, and as you can see, watch instructional video. That's what you're doing now. And then what we're going to do is you're going to write a draft based on the prompt using Word, which includes the formal introduction, an introductory sentence, which includes your name and why you are emailing, and which contains all the questions you have, and concluding sentence. Okay, so it's all, the concluding sentence can always be the same thing. It's basically thanking them for their time and reading your email. Your prompt response would be most appreciated. Right? So I'll write that down. And this is the prompt for writing. Okay, this is going to be your prompt. So you are writing an email to an English teacher asking for the correct page number of an assignment from their text. Okay, this is a fictional prompt. I'm not saying you're in an English class and you're asking for that, but this is important. And then the question is, how would a formal email look? And obviously I should have put a question mark there. How would a formal email look? Okay. So that is what I'm going to teach you now. That is what I'm going to walk you through, kind of that drafting process and how it looks using your Word, Microsoft Word document. Okay. So I'm going to pull that up. Let me go ahead and share my screen for that Word document. All right, and the reason why this is important, you guys, this is so important because you can use this not just in advocating for yourself in teacher settings, but when you get a job, when you're out and if you ever have to communicate through email, this is very important, okay? So when you open up a Word document, it's gonna be blank, it's gonna look like this. Something that keeps it formal is and you can do this in emails too, but something to keep this formal is to ensure that everything is kind of looking the same. So it automatically comes up with this kind of body font that you're going to be using. We're going to change that to Times New Roman, because that is going to be a more formal looking font and one that is consistently used. So this is, all the fonts are listed in alphabetical order. So you go find the T's. If you've used that font before, it's going to be higher up top because they keep your most recent fonts when you open up a word. So Times New Roman is right here. Boom. I click on that, and then I'm going to change it to 12. Okay. For the draft, I'm going to go ahead and title it. I'm going to send this to the center, and I'm just going to say that this is email draft. Okay. And what I have here is going to be posted to my website as well as soon as I finish. And then I'm going to send this back. Emails are going to have a subject line. Okay. And I've talked to some of you already about adding a subject line. When you're in email, you're going to want to have this, you're going to want to make sure that you put a subject, right? I mean, obviously the first thing it's going to have is like the name of the person. So let's just say, you know, let's just say we're sending it to Mr. Smith. Maybe it's like this, M.R. Smith at North Mason schools.org. Okay, so that is just kind of a name that's the first thing you're going to do. It's like, who is the email sent to? And again, this is for draft purposes. And again, and then you're going to have a subject line. And based on the prompt, and you can do this if you'd like, I don't know if you could see this, but if this helps you at all, I'm going to say go ahead and copy and paste the prompt from your from the agenda page to your document. Just put it kind of under where you're doing stuff. So I'm going to just like put it right here and then type over it. Make sure I have a few spaces, Control V. Here's my prompt. Okay, it automatically types in their default. I'm going to highlight it and then not worry about it. Times New Roman 12 is still what I'm working on up here, okay? So right here, I'm writing a prompt to an English teacher who's Mr. Smith, asking for the correct page number of an assignment for their text. So if I know I'm going to ask for a page number, I might want to say in the subject line, text page, question mark. So it's just something simple, basic. The teacher is going to know that I have a question about the textbook's page number, okay? Or something along those lines. That subject's going to give that teacher a little idea. And the first thing you're going to do, if we're going back and we're looking at the agenda, you need to write a formal, the idea is that you include a formal introduction, okay? Request like a formal greeting, basically. In an email form, you can do one of three things. It's not dear because it's not a friendly letter, right? This is a formal letter. So you want to start it off by saying, you could say one of these three things. Good morning. I wouldn't capitalize morning. Spell correctly. This is why you do this in a draft form first. You could say, good morning, Mr. Smith. You would capitalize this. Oh, M.R. Smith. You would say, good morning, right? Mr. Smith. And then comma. So whatever it is, it would have a comma. Okay. So good morning, Mr. Smith. It would look like that. You could say good afternoon, Mr. Smith. Okay. Or if you're not sure when they're going to see the email, you could just say good day. But just know that it's the formal introduction, formal greeting, and then their name. Okay? And I am, for the purpose of this, because I'm going to post it so that you guys can use it as a reference, I'm going to put all three of those greetings up here. Only use one. Good day. And notice that I am continually capitalizing his name, because that's a formal, that's a proper noun. It's their name. Good. Good afternoon, Mr. Okay, and with the comma. Then we move into you could do one space or two spaces. It's fine either way. Don't indent. You don't have to indent in an email. Again, formals, oftentimes formals will do one line down. Okay, so like for business letters and business letter formats, there's just one line, so you do not have to indent your paragraphs. Okay, so in an email. And remember, this is our prompt. Let's say we're writing an email about the correct page number. So first you would say, you want to introduce yourself, right? Maybe they can see your email and see your name in your email. Maybe they can't. Maybe they know who you're talking about. But a formal introduction is to say, my name is. You want to start out with my name is. So my name is Mr. Bull. And I'm writing this email because. Okay, this is your formal introductory sentence right here. Where you introduce yourself and you say why you are writing the email. Okay, and in business letter format, it's why you're writing the letter. So it's the same kind of idea that you want to say. My name is Mr. Bull, and I'm writing this email because I have a question about the assignment we have in class, period. Simple as that, right? My name is Mr. Bull. I'm writing this email because I have a question about the assignment we have in class, period. Done. Introduction, formal. You told them who you are. You said why you're writing the email. Space it down. Now you're moving into your body. This is the body of your email, okay? You're separating the two because you've introduced yourself. You said why you're writing the email. Now you want to get in. This is going to be the portion, the big, meatiest portion of your email, okay? So, for the purpose of instruction, I'm going to label this, okay? So you do not have to write this, but I'm going to say introduction sentence. Okay? Introduction sentence. That's the very first thing, okay? So I'm just labeling that. I'm highlighting it. That is not something you include. You don't, but you do include what you write, okay? Now, it doesn't have to be word for word when you create your own, but for practice, you can make it like that. All right. Like I said, I'm going to put this draft here. I'm going to post it so that you see it, okay? And you can even use it while you're writing your drafts to me, okay? This is the first week where I'm going to have you actually sign, turn in this assignment, okay? You're going to turn it to me via email. All right, so now we're getting into the body. So again, body. This is the email body. I am not, again, you do not write this, but I'm going to say that's going to be the body sentence. Okay? And in the body, you simply have to explain, just make sure it wasn't highlighted. You just have to explain exactly what it is you want to know. And you can put as many questions or whatever based on your introduction. Okay, so you have a question about the assignment we have in class, and you're wondering and according to the prompt, you're wondering from their text, what is the text? How would how would a formal email look? Okay, from the text. Okay. All right, sorry, the page number. You want to know the page number. So, and you might start, and you can start with their name again, or you could just go right into it. So I was about to write Mr. Smith, but I don't have to. I could say, I'm confused about what page number of our text the assignment starts on. And then, so like you explain in the body. So I'm explaining in the body kind of like why I don't really understand what's going on. I'm confused. So I put, I'm confused about what page number of our text the assignment starts on. And then I say, could you please tell me which page number the assignment. Wow, if I could spell correctly. Assignment starts on, question mark, right? So I have a question in the body. I always have a question in the body because, look, I put a question mark in the subtext. The whole reason why I'm even sending this email is because I'm trying to advocate myself. I don't understand, and I'm trying to get a question answered. So clearly, I better have that. The body can either just be the question, or it could have this little explanation like I put here too as well, right? So 2 sentences, 1 sentence, perfectly fine, perfectly works for this system, okay? And then we're gonna have what's called the concluding sentence. And in the world of business letters, in the world of formalities, where this is going to be a formal email, where I'm trying to get something across, I really wanna make sure that I have this written down. It's, you know, it can be the same for every single email that you do. And it simply says this, it says, thank you for your time and consideration in reading my email, comma, your prompt response would be most appreciated. Thank you. Okay, so again, you could copy and paste that like word for word and put it in yours and send it to me, and that's perfectly fine. You could use this, save it somewhere, you know, use it every single time. Thank you for your time and consideration in reading my email. Your prompt response would be most appreciated. Okay, so you're simply saying, and for those of you that don't know, prompt means, you know, again, like not the writing prompt you're working on. Prompt in this case simply means quickly, like your quick response would be most appreciated. Thank you. Your quick response would be most appreciated. And then we end letters and we end emails the same way. Sincerely, which I'm spelling that way wrong. Sorry. Thank you. Sincerely. And then you put a semicolon and your name. So Mr. Bull. And if you've received an email from me, you know that I like to put, instead of sincerely, I like to put respectfully. Okay, so I'm gonna say that that could be an option. Whoa, that was weird. Oh, it's doing the emoji, that's funny. So it could be respectfully or sincerely. You could use either one. Sincerely is definitely the most common. I like to put respectfully because I am trying to come across as a formal, professional, a respectful individual. I treat you with respect. You can then treat me with respect. Okay? So as simple as that. This is your assignment. Again, this is going to be posted. So that is going to be posted to my website. You're going to see that along with the agenda. I want you to be able to utilize it. Let's see, I'm going to call it email draft outline, okay? So you'll be able to go in there on my website, click on email draft outline, and then you'll be able to use that. Try not to use my exact words unless it's for the unless it's for the concluding sentence, okay? So don't use my exact words. 3, maybe 4 sentences, that's all I'm asking. And then practice. What I am requiring of you is you fill out the draft, okay? And then you attach a draft to an email to me, okay? But the formal email you're gonna send to me in that email that you attach the draft to, okay? And if you have questions on that or how to attach a draft, how to attach the assignment, how to save it, and then attach it, contact me directly. I'll help you out, okay? But this week, I'm gonna need that assignment in email form, okay? You're gonna send it to me, gbull@northmasonschools.org, right? You know my contact information is right there on my website. And that's going to be it. Please watch this as many times as you need. Go back, take a look at it again. You have all week, you guys. You can do this, okay? Let me know if you have questions. Have an excellent week.